Just 1 week after beating PSG here in the Trophée des Champions, Lens got their Ligue 1 campaign underway at the Bollard against Auxerre. It's a game that marked a return for Will Still, the former Lens manager, returning now manager, of course, of Auxerre. And there's a pre-match tribute for Eric Roy, the former Brest manager who sadly passed away during the off-season. Ultimately, it would not be a happy return to the Bollard for Will Still. His side were given an early warning by Florian Thauvin, who worked a shot from a tight angle, ultimately saved. At least it was a warning sign. It was ultimately not heeded by the Auxerre defence. Just moments later, an Arthur Piedfort, on debut for Auxerre, was adjudged to have handled in the box, the referee pointing immediately to the spot. Thauvin let the tension build with his slow run-up, then sent the goalkeeper the wrong way to open the scoring for Lens. Quite the start for the former Marseille man, who will look to force his way back into the France setup, having earned a recall by Didier Deschamps last season. And things went from bad to worse for Auxerre just before the break. And things would go from bad to worse for Auxerre. This time it's Chris Makosso, another debutant for Auxerre. Adjudged to be last man, he was sent off for his challenge on Abdallah Sima, who was bearing down on the Auxerre goal. Despite their numerical disadvantage, Auxerre, albeit briefly, rallied, Kevin Danois forcing this save from Robin Risser from range. But just before the break, it was Lens who almost doubled their advantage. It was another debutant, this time Michael Quissons, sliding in, but putting the ball just wide. Lens may have been disappointed to go into half-time just 1 goal up, but they soon rectified that after the break. Franjo Ivanovic, on debut and on loan from Benfica, put the ball into Abdallah Sima, who returned the favour, giving the Croatian the ball. He showed strength to finish past the Auxerre goalkeeper to double Lens' advantage. If this game wasn't already beyond Auxerre, Saud Abdulhamid ensured that it was. The goal scorer turned provider this time, Thauvin putting the ball across for the Saudi Arabia international to head home into the empty net. 3-0 to Lens, and the 3 points almost certainly in the smiles for Abdulhamid and his Lens teammates, but it would not signal an end to Auxerre's resistance in this game. Once again, it was a good position picked up on the outside of the box from Ahamada, his curled effort drawing a great save from Robin Risser, desperate to keep his clean sheet. Ultimately, however, he would not succeed in that task. It was Danny Namasso who wriggled into the Lens box and was felled by Michael Quissons, and for the second time in the game the referee pointed to the spot without any hesitation. It was Namasso himself who stepped up, and despite going the right way, Risser could not get a hand. Any hopes of getting a route back into this game, however, were dealt a big blow just moments later. Lens' 3-goal cushion was quickly restored. It was Mikhail Shkorash on his Ligue 1 debut, putting the ball across for Ismailou Gagnou, but from his centre-back position, on hand to tuck home. The 3-goal cushion restored, Lens looked like they would build on that win last week over PSG. But there would be more entertainment and more goals before the final whistle. From a Lens free kick, Diop would claw the ball to safety, and then it was a very slick back-to-front move from the away side. Auxerre simply refused to be beaten. It was Diop with the clawed clearance, and then a lightning break right up the other end. Mandeng was the man who got past the Lens defence, broke into the Lens box. It was nonetheless a tall order for Auxerre, still 2 goals down, looking to win. Once again, the defender found within the opposition box, just like Gagnou had been just moments earlier. It remained a tall order for Auxerre, however, who was still 2 goals down in their search of a 4th consecutive win in Ligue 1, which would have been their first since 2010. Their hope was finally extinguished in the 84th minute, when this time it was Thauvin who went down in the Auxerre box. The referee, after consulting VAR, did point to the penalty spot, and it was Thauvin who stepped up again at the penalty spot to put the ball past Diop. 5-2 and game over. Perfect start to the season for Florian Thauvin, wearing the captain's armband and scoring a brace at home. Also a perfect start for Dino Topmola on his Ligue 1 debut.